From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Wednesday morning. Today could be one for the books, as it could be the hottest September day on record. Now, definitely not the hottest heat that we've seen this summer, but very hot for the month of September. Hot and hazy through Friday at least, but the pattern flips in a big way as we will trend cooler and wetter for Saturday through Tuesday. Again, just to kind of break down some of the numbers, here are the hottest September temperatures we've seen on record in Ellensburg, Yakima, Tri-Cities, Hermiston, so on and so forth. Looks like we'll have a pretty good shot at breaking those records in Ellensburg and Yakima. We'll come pretty close to tying it as well in the lower Columbia Basin, so that's something we're going to be watching very closely throughout the span of the day. Right now, temperatures in the 50s, 60s, and 70s all over the map, so feeling very cool to comfortable to mild to even warm out there. Your day planner forecast for today for lower elevations, hazy sunshine all throughout the day. You're going to be into the 80s as soon as lunchtime, and the 90s in triple digits for the hottest part of the day. Also, like I mentioned, tracking some haze and some smoke out there, especially downwind of the Wildcat fire. This is bringing some moderate to thick smoke at times for portions of the Yakima Valley. When there's smoke, of course, there's fire. I'll have a breakdown on all the fires coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, as you just heard, firefighters still on the front lines of multiple fires across several counties. Coming up, we are going to check back in with our chief meteorologist, Josh Colbreth, and he's going to break down what we're seeing, strategies these firefighters are using, and conditions that these crews are still facing this morning.
And will he stay or will he go? Sunnyside City Manager making his case to get back on the job. Our team was there, and we have all the details coming up.
Plus, future scientists in the making, the big donation helping Pasco kids launch rockets and solve crimes. We're going to let you know who's behind this cash. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now, Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It is Wednesday, September 3rd. A lot to get to this morning. We start with a fire watch as we continue to monitor several fires still burning across the region. Some counties have seen some pretty good progress on getting these fires contained. Others, though, still struggling to gain containment.
That's right, and we'll check back in now with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. Josh, what kinds of conditions are fire crews facing, and how is it affecting their firefighting efforts?
Well, it's still going to be hot and dry at least through Friday, so that is not going to be good news when it comes to containment efforts. And the wind gusts going to be a little bit breezy today up in the Cascades. That is also not good news. So this is the big fire, the Wildcat fire burning in northwestern Yakima County, 2,200 acres at this point, still satellite detecting hotspots all over the map. It's still to the west of Bumping Lake, and we still have a level 1 evacuation on the north side of the lake for Goose Prairie. You don't have to be packed, you don't have to have a go bag, but still you need to keep very close tabs on the fire situation there. Okay, we'll move it up to Kittitas County now, as we have two different fires in particular that we're tracking. First, the Labor Mountain fire. This one is burning in northern Kittitas County, very close to the Chelan County line. It's 125 acres. Satellite is picking up on active fire hotspots. This is north of Forest Road 9703 and east of Stand Up Creek. And then the other fire we're tracking in Kittitas County would be the Caitlin fire, burning off the 1200 block Caitlin Canyon, about 5 miles to the southwest of Dorp. This one 81 acres. Remember, there was that Durr Road fire yesterday, also 80 acres. That one's now 100% contained. The fire in Franklin County is now 100% contained, and the fire in Umatilla County is now 100% contained. So definitely some very good news in those regards. And with the cooler and wetter weather on the way, I think we'll see further improvements. More on that pattern flip coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now to new information this morning. The city of Sunnyside announced that they've hired a new finance director. This happened at last night's regularly scheduled workshop meeting.
It all comes after the interim director, Kelly Koski, was let go just last week by Sunnyside's interim city manager.
Because the way the data was input into the system, what happened was what they were doing was we have a merchant account that our credit cards go into, and that merchant account, they were downloading and uploading into the system. When they upload it into the system, they upload it directly into everybody's account, on one side, but then it would just hit the bank account on the other side. So in the bank account, it showed all the different credit card transactions, when in actuality, none of those credit cards ever hit our bank account. They stayed inside of a merchant account, and then we would manually have to take some of that and transfer it into the bank account. So the only part that was actually going to the bank account was that lump sum.
Now this all comes as Sunnyside.
So without further ado here, I'd like to introduce Monica Hofstetter. She's our new finance director. She comes from the Tri-Cities area.
Now this all comes as Sunnyside City Manager Mike Gonzalez held a press conference yesterday. This was in the afternoon at 4, asking the council and the people to allow him to get back to work. 2 council members, Vicky Frosto and Julia Hart, were even there to support him. And our very own Monique Garcia spoke with them live, and you'll be able to hear from the 3 of them later tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 5 and 6.
Now, Gonzalez has been on non-disciplinary paid administrative leave since the beginning of June. The city says they will have a final decision on the fate of Gonzalez by September 9th.
Turning now to local education news, engineering and technology company Amentum is giving Pasco School District $20,000. It's all part of a program to support STEM education. Now, the program helps Pasco schools teach STEM units to kids of all ages, which can include mock crime labs, rocket launches, and engineering projects. The district says a key focus of this program is to introduce younger learners to STEM with the hope that they could become the next generation of scientists.
They gain confidence, they learn how to solve problems, they learn how to kind of build resilience and work together. Those are all really great skills that are going to benefit them as they move up in the grade levels.
Amentum has funded Pasco STEM education in the past and says it plans to keep the program going in the years to come.
5:07 in more education news. The principals of Walla Walla School District met yesterday evening to discuss how the first week of school went. Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells us why they say they've had a positive start to the school year.
Schools went back to class all over Central Washington last week, including in the Walla Walla School District. After easing back into the swing of the school year, Walla Walla principals met with the school board to discuss students' first week back, both what went well and what still needs some work. Principals say that it's been a great start to the year, especially for participation.
It was the most attended freshman orientation we'd had in 4 years. We had over 300 freshmen attend. We had amazing student leaders leading that, and really the whole purpose of that freshman orientation is getting kids connected.
Older students helping their new peers feel welcome has been a theme across the district. Pioneer Middle School Principal Chris Duncan says 7th and 8th graders are stepping up to help new 6th graders start the school year. And kindergartners have been helped by their peers who attended CCF, a birth to 5 care service.
We also do have a lot of kiddos that it is their first day, at school that didn't have that opportunity, but they already have role models, for them. So that's a, wonderful opportunity, for them.
Although the year has started on a positive note, principals say there are 2 things they need to work on as the year goes on, the first one being cell phones. Staff have been trying to limit cell phone use in schools as much as possible, which Schumacher says has helped improve student engagement and socialization. The other thing is attendance, and Pioneer Middle School is trying out a new strategy to improve its numbers.
We have some new attendance incentives that we're putting in place. We're hoping to increase our regular attendance, providing a lot of supports for families.
All 3 principals say they hope to keep the momentum going as the year goes on. Reporting from Walla Walla, Caleb Stipkovitz, Good Morning Northwest.
And Walla Walla High School also plans on cutting the ribbon for their new Blue Devil Stadium later this morning.
Looking to local living now, where Fort Walla Walla Museum is rolling out a major celebration next month.
Yeah, they're marking 150 years since the completion of the Dorsey Baker's Rawhide Railroad. So on Saturday, October 25th, the museum will offer free admission all day long. Mark your calendars.
And the first 1,000 visitors will also receive a voucher for local food trucks on site. And the celebration will also feature the unveiling of a newly enhanced Blue Mountain locomotive exhibit, giving visitors a closer look at one of the region's most iconic pieces of history.
October 23rd, 1878, Dorsey Baker finished building his railroad connecting the Columbia River to Walla Walla. And that was really the first point-to-point railroad in the Northwest.
So Baker's Railroad was the first major railroad that allowed agriculture to take off, and you can help celebrate at Fort Walla Walla Museum. Admission is free.
Organizers say they're expecting a big turnout, so they encourage visitors to come early, enjoy the food trucks, and also take part in a once-in-a-lifetime celebration of railroad history. All right, coming up next, a glossy finish with a hidden risk. The chemical in gel nail polish that's raising health concerns overseas and now here in the States. We'll see why some are calling for a ban on certain gel nail polishes. Ooh, something I need to know about. Ooh, scary.
All right, and giving you a live look outside from our Bimart camera in Yakima. It is 10 minutes after 5 on this Wednesday morning. The sun is set to rise in an hour and 10 minutes at 6:20. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert will have your first alert forecast when we come back.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Before, our service would be in and out. We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network, and with the most satellites, we're connecting hundreds of thousands in places where cell towers can't reach with T-Satellite.
I signed up for T-Satellite and give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
My husband and I had planned our dream home, and it was years in the making. I didn't want to just show up at any big box store. We wanted to sit down, and I want you to spend time with us. Like, this is a big investment. Our family spends so much time in our kitchen, and now that we're moved in, we are so pleased with our experience with Fred's, with the product line, and how it really aesthetically added value to our kitchen. Fred's Appliance over-delivered.
I'm Eduardo Morfin. Morfin Law Firm thanks you for 5 years of support. Remember, when choosing an attorney, select a local attorney that supports your local community.
Hi, I'm Christine Connolly, local realtor with As You Wish Real Estate Team. I offer negotiable commission, 100% free staging, and top-notch marketing. I'm a proud sponsor of Operation Best Friend. Remember, you only get one chance to make a first impression. As you wish.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some. Gimme Some Bagels.
Get ready to dance, because this morning, the new cast of Dancing with the Stars will be revealed live on GMA. Who will be dancing this season? Just wait till you see. Live only on Good Morning America.
Vikings, Bears. Monday Night Football is back on Apple Valley News Now. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Here is your coat cast for this Wednesday in the Tri-Cities. Light jacket stuff for this morning, and then throughout the rest of the day, obviously it's going to be t-shirt weather, as today, like we said at the top of the show, could be the hottest September day on record, as all this for lower elevations is going to be right around 100 degrees. Hazy sunshine on top of that. Now for the heat, we have an extreme heat warning that's in place for lower elevations, also a heat advisory that runs until 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. Also, an air quality advisory that has been issued by the Washington Department of Environmental Quality. So this goes for Kittitas and Yakima counties, really anywhere that's downwind of the smoke that we could be seeing from the Wildcat fire. Now, current air quality looks like it's just moderate for the time being, but let's show you what ends up happening to the smoke with Futurecast's low-level wildfire smoke. And remember, this is surface smoke, so here is really the epicenter of the smoke from the Wildcat fire in northwestern Yakima County. We're going to put this into motion now, and you'll see a little bit later in the day, right around the hottest part of the day, that's when the fire is going to start to flare up again. And then those winds out of the north and west could put some thicker smoke into the White Pass area off US Highway 12, and then eventually perhaps into the Yakima Valley. Looks like we'll deal with the exact same cycle as we head into tomorrow, and across the map it is going to be hazy, but the thickest concentration of smoke is going to be in this area immediately downwind of the Wildcat fire. Now, thankfully, with some cooler and wetter weather on the way, I think this situation will improve. I'll show you temperatures going down and rain chances going up. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 5:15, and a health story making headlines this morning. A chemical used in nail polish is being banned in Europe because of health concerns.
This has many Americans asking, should it also be banned here in the States? Morgan Norwood has more.
It's $1 billion business. Nail salons with millions of Americans getting their nails painted on a regular basis. But this morning, some raising questions about a possible health risk after the European Union banned a key ingredient found in many gel nail polishes, citing the potential for harm. Studies in animals have raised concern about the chemical known as TPO and its effect on fertility and reproductive health.
This ingredient, TPO, has been found to have negative reproductive effects in animal studies. To my knowledge, there have not been controlled trials in humans, but due to the concern in animal studies, this is what inspired the caution.
TPO remains unregulated in the U.S., but the American Academy of Dermatology recommends against getting gel manicures.
TPO is already a concern because it's a contact allergen that causes allergies in some patients.
TPO causes the polish to harden and gives nails that glossy shine when exposed to UV light, a process known as curing. The Professional Beauty Association telling ABC News this is a regulatory restriction on a single ingredient, not a ban on an entire product category, and that TPO typically represents just 1 to 3% of a cured gel system. The EU has historically taken a more aggressive stance on chemicals and cosmetics, often banning substances that pose even a theoretical risk to human health before studies are done on people.
Now, the research so far has only been done on animals.
But in the meantime, dermatologists recommend trying hypoallergenic gel polishes that are TPO-free.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Checking back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth and a look at your first alert forecast. As we give you that live look outside this morning from our Bimart camera in Yakima, it's still dark out at 5:17. Sunrise set for 6:20 this morning. We're back after the break.
US Cellular makes it easy to switch. Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
We don't even have to trade in our teeth?
Nope.
I almost lost this one.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling, and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. The sweet scent of a honeymoon in Fiji. Moisturize with vitamin B3.
You better not be using all the Old Spice.
Ooh, can you get my bag?
Make that 2 on me. Can I land this baddie? Not if Stress Sweat BO gets in the way. Luckily, I've got Secret Clinical. Secret gives me 3 times more stress sweat protection, so he can't smell the fear, just the pheromones. Secret, stay fresher under pressure.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
I think developing that relationship with a patient is where you get the trust. And then with the trust is when you can really kind of build on these treatment plans and provide the best care for them so that the outcome is most predictable and that they're the most satisfied. I think my passion kind of more stems from the problem-solving aspect of dentistry. So I really like getting complex patients that need a lot of different needs and kind of figuring out a plan that incorporates like good dentistry to kind of solve their problems. But I think I just get that emotional recharge from just kind of spending quality time with family. So my 2 girls and then my wife. So we try and get out of the house and get up in the mountains or go to the beach, and just kind of do quality things together. And that's kind of where I get my most recharge from, for sure.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
Nope. And you get the latest phones.
High five.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Did a trooper get special treatment after a deadly crash? Apple Valley News Now investigates Thursday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today we're going to have a lot of hazy sunshine. That's not going to be the big story though. This will be. It is going to be very hot out there. 80s in the Cascades, 80s and 90s in the Blues, mostly in the triple digits for lower elevations. This could quite literally be the hottest September day we've ever seen on record. Looks like we can maybe break that record in Ellensburg and Yakima. We'll cut it pretty close in the lower Columbia Basin. We'll be tracking that very closely throughout the day. And for today, winds pretty light for most spots, but could be a little bit breezy up in the Cascades, and that could spell trouble for containment efforts on the Wildcat Fire. It's already going to be hot and dry for today, so those little breezes could be just enough to make efforts that much more difficult. For tonight, hazy skies across the map. Still, in fact, a little bit smoky in White Pass and in Yakima, perhaps for other portions of the Yakima Valley. Overnight lows down into the 50s, 60s, and 70s, just kind of depending on the microclimate. And wind gusts mostly light at this point. Then for tomorrow, wind gusts much lighter in the Cascades, so that's definitely some good news. We will take that win, and there could be a little bit of rainfall up in the Cascades as well. We'll put this into motion with Futurecast radar, and I'm thinking there's going to be about 10% chances of showers and thunderstorms in the Cascades and Blues throughout the day. Futurecast trying to bring some of this down into lower elevations, but I'm thinking it's mostly going to stay up into the mountains. And then we'll have another chance of some showers and thunderstorms for Friday. This is still likely going to be in the mountains, but then for Saturday, much more widespread chances for both showers and thunderstorms really across the map. And with those set of days, could pick up maybe anywhere between 0.2 to 0.3 inches of rainfall in the Blues, 0.1 to 0.2 up in the Cascades. Not much for points in between. Then we have additional chances for showers and thunderstorms into Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that, and that's going to coincide with temperatures going way down. Looks like we're finally going to start to get into some of that fall weather by the beginning to middle parts of next week. Now, is that going to stick around? Of course, that's always the million-dollar question. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Hot, dry, and hazy through Friday, then a big pattern switch-up starting on Saturday. In Yakima, around 100 over the next couple days, mid-90s on Friday, then slipping all the way down into the 70s by next Tuesday. In Ellensburg, kind of tracking the same thing, and chances for showers and thunderstorms Saturday and Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. In Hermiston, still definitely feeling like summer through Friday, but starting to get into more of that fall pattern into next week. And then for Walla Walla, highs around 100 for today, mid-90s Thursday and Friday, and then that downward swing with our high temperatures.
Taking a dip.
I hear a 70 in the forecast. Yay!
But is it going to feel kind of muggy, you think?
Yes,
Yeah.
it will feel
yeah.
a little bit muggy out there.
Oh well.
Beggars can't be
Little bit of
choosers.
this, no, gosh, no. All right, so much right ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up in your entertainment headlines, Cardi B back in court and back on top of the jury's decision in her latest legal battle right after the break. It's 5:23.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222. 60% of women experience side leaks with bladder protection underwear. Try Always Discreet. Its rapid dry core absorbs up to 25% faster than Depend and fits up to 95% of body shapes. Try Always Discreet, designed to protect.
With bugs, the struggle is real. That's why you need Zevo Traps. Zevo works 24/7 to lure, catch, and kill 99.9% of bugs trapped for effortless protection. Zevo, people-friendly, bug-deadly. Good Shepherd provides the most up-to-date orthopedic care available. Our team of experienced board-certified surgeons, physiatrists, and podiatrists are capable of fulfilling your orthopedic needs. Services include precise joint replacements, sports medicine, all orthoscopic shoulder and knee repairs, fracture care, hand surgery, and foot and ankle care. We are here to help you with your pain and maximize your body's performance and function. Good Shepherd Orthopedics in Hermiston. Patients first, always.
Here comes Tracy Lawrence, live for one night only. Friday, September 5th, Legends Casino Hotel. All the hits, all night long, with CMA and ACM award winner, Tracy Lawrence. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Friday, September 5th at Legends Casino Hotel.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down. We were starting a business from the ground up. People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Welcome back. In your entertainment news this morning, a cast member of the reality show Real Housewives of Potomac was released from jail yesterday.
Karen Hugger was arrested in March of 2024 in Maryland after she was accused of crashing her Maserati into a median and then swerving off the road. A jury found her guilty of DUI and some other charges.
She served 6 months of a one-year sentence and was released early. She will serve 5 years of probation and is not allowed to drive for a year.
She also told the judge in her last court hearing that she plans on attending Alcoholics Anonymous meetings for the rest of her life. And staying in the courtroom, a California jury has ruled in favor of Grammy-winning artist Cardi B, finding her not liable in a civil assault lawsuit filed by a former security guard.
Yeah, the case stems from a 2018 incident when the plaintiff, Amani Ellis, who worked as a building guard, accused Cardi B of assault in a hallway of a medical office. Ellis claims that she suffered a scratch on her face and she sought damages of about $24 million. But after 2 days of testimony from Cardi B, jurors sided with the artist.
Cardi B reacted with relief, thanking her legal team and supporters while confirming her innocence.
I'm not even playing around. I would, even if I'm in my deathbed, I swear to God, I will say it in my deathbed. I did not touch that woman. I did not touch that girl. I didn't lay my hands on that girl.
Ellis and her attorney say they plan to appeal while also criticizing Cardi B's behavior on the stand. But for now, the jury's decision brings the long-running case to a close.
It was an entertaining, couple of days in the courtroom for sure.
I bet they tried to media train her, and I'm just...
You can't train Cardi. You can't train Cardi. But I'll say, too, from the other side, I mean, I don't think that the prosecutor necessarily handled the case very well either. Some of the questions asked were completely askew and I think inappropriate for what the case was. Yeah, so there was a lot to unpack there. All right, Saturday Night Live now adding 5 new performers to its lineup after 4 cast members have announced that they won't be back for season 51.
The new hires include some familiar faces, especially for TikTok followers. So Veronica Slowakowska and Cam Patterson already have carved out a mark on the social media platform with their comedy videos.
Ben Marshall also will be familiar to the SNL audience. He is one of the players in the Please Don't Destroy videos.
And Jeremy Colhane has made a name for himself on TikTok, and he is a regular performer on Dropout TV.
Tommy Brennan also is known for his comedy work. He has previously appeared on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
Do you guys know any of these names? Because I did not. No? Okay.
I don't.
I thought I would know some of the faces, and no, not that either. Okay.
No.
I need to
I'm
get
not
with
that
it and get with the times.
TikTok cool,
Same.
I guess.
I guess I've learned that I'm not either.
I know. I had a hard reality yesterday too at home. Jax was telling us something about, oh yeah, and then they did this at school. And then my husband's like, oh yeah, that's like a whole thing going around. I'm like, you guys
What was
are
the thing?
so much cooler. Something about 6'7", 6'7", I don't know.
He said skibbity, and you said, what does that mean?
I know what that means. I'm cooler than that, Josh. Jeez.
Because 7, 8, 9, no?
No, I know. So
okay.
Just when I thought I was kind of cool, I got a harsh reality yesterday that I'm not.
Okay, we all are.
Neither one of us, yeah. So we got to work on our coolness during the break. 5:30. We're going to take that break, and when we come back, history is taking flight. Rare World War II bombers soar into Walla Walla skies, and our Dan Hansen, of course, was there for takeoff, and we're going to take you there after the break.
Plus, your last chance to catch the Dust Devils at home this year. We've got their final schedule that's coming up, but first we're going to take a look at your Tech Bites.
Hi there. In today's Tech Bites, Amazon is making a change in its shipping policy. Starting October 1st, Amazon Prime members will no longer be able to give free shipping to friends or family who do not live with them. Instead, your benefits will run through the new Amazon Family program, which requires all members to live at the same address. A federal judge has ruled Google will not have to sell its Chrome browser or Android as part of an antitrust judgment, but the judge ordered it must share data and end the exclusive deals that make it the default engine on certain devices. And finally, Mr. Beast, the popular YouTuber known for his elaborate challenges and giveaways, is reportedly launching his own phone company. Business Insider reports Mr. Beast plans to launch the company next year, and he's also looking into mobile gaming. Very cool. Well, those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Aren't you gonna miss the game?
What's up? You seem kind of sluggish today.
Things aren't really moving.
You could use some Metamucil.
Metamucil psyllium fiber helps keep your digestive system moving so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil keeps you moving. And try Clear Fiber with no grit and no flavor.
We were tired of cleaning out our gutters every few months.
And I wanted him off that ladder, so we got Leaf Filter.
Leaf Filter is a permanent gutter solution, so you never have to worry about damage from clogged gutters again. Call 833-LEAF-FILTER today or visit leaffilter.com.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Wednesday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
So we might hit 100 today?
Yes.
And then the jackpot also hit 100?
It did. It did hit 100 yesterday. Look at this is actually very sequential. I went with forecast high 98. It verified at 99, and the jackpot hit 100. When has that ever happened?
I like that.
That just kind of scratches my brain in a really good way. All right, for today, going with a forecast high of 101. So if it verifies between 98 to 104, then the jackpot's going to hit $125. If that doesn't happen, then the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to applevalleyNewsNow.com, clicking on the contest page, or you could scan the QR code that's on your screen. Again, today could be the hottest September day on record, but yesterday we also saw at least one daily high temperature record fall, or at least get tied. That was in Ellensburg. The rest of us came pretty close, but no cigar. Okay, let's take you back to this morning. Temperatures in the 50s, 60s, and 70s all over the map. 75 this morning in Snoqualmie Pass. 58 for the Tri-Cities, 72 for Walla Walla. Your hourly forecast for today for the Tri-Cities up around 100 for the hottest part of the day. Going to be hazy sunshine all throughout the day. So for today, for all lower elevation spots, we're going to end up around 100 with hazy sunshine. And like I said at the top of this hit, could be the hottest September day on record, as on this side of the graphic, you see the hottest September temperatures ever recorded for all these respective locations. And it looks like we'll probably break those records in Ellensburg and Yakima, and we'll cut it very, very close in the Tri-Cities and Hermiston. Just a little bit too much ground to make up in Pendleton and Walla Walla. And we could have additional records fall for this week. We'll talk about those coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now we begin this half hour with environmental news. Washington State is now in its third straight year of drought, and it's impacting both farmers and fisheries. The Sunnyside Valley Irrigation District is trying a new approach to help. The district has launched a first-of-its-kind conservation program that lets growers voluntarily fallow some of their land. By doing that, the water they would have used can be shifted to other parts of the Yakima Basin that need it most. District leaders say the extra water isn't just helping farmers, it's also boosting local fisheries that have been hurt by low flows.
When we offer a voluntary program to our growers to not use that portion of their water, it benefits the grower financially because they receive funding for the water that they leased, and then it benefits the basin because now we've taken that demand of the water and moved it to another source in the basin that desperately needs it.
Officials say this program is helping both growers and the environment, finding ways to stretch limited water supplies while also supporting fish habitat.
5:35, and World War II history takes flight in Walla Walla this week as two rare military bombers visit the regional airport. The B-25 Mitchell and the B-17 Flying Fortress are a part of Wings Over Walla Walla, offering visitors the chance to see and fly in these rare aircraft. The commemorative Air Force brings these planes across the country to educate people about their wartime service. The B-17 Flying Fortress originally patrolled for submarines before becoming a high-altitude strategic bomber.
Our mission here at the Commemorative Air Force is to educate, honor, and inspire. That's our three key pillars. And so being able to come out to cities here like Walla Walla and go on tour every year and take these two historic airplanes across the country is absolutely crucial to letting people essentially see them and not just hear about them.
And the B-25 Mitchell served as a tactical bomber for low and medium altitude missions. This particular aircraft is one of only two combat B-25s still flying worldwide. The event features flight opportunities, raffles, and family activities, including aviation challenges and stories about the women pilots who served during the war.
Talking sports now, the Tri-City Dust Devils have entered their last series of the season at home against the Hillsboro Hops.
After being eliminated from playoff contention, this week is the last chance to catch this year's team in action. Despite missing the playoffs, the Dust Devils improved from last year with several more wins this year.
In an interview with Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable, team president Debrell Ebert spoke about the special end to the season.
We've got a lot of things planned this week for kind of a full fan appreciation week. Family feast night on Friday, fireworks on Saturday, and post-game after the fireworks on Saturday, our players will be at the front gate saying goodbye to our fans, just thanking everybody for a great year. So a lot going on.
With games every day this week, the last game of the season is Sunday, September 7th at 1:30.
And talking more sports, high school cross country starts up this Friday with the Hanford High School Jamboree.
The boys and girls teams of 15 different schools in the Columbia Basin will compete at Leslie Groves Park in Richland. Mid-Columbia Conference Championships are also hosted at the same site in October, acting as qualifying for districts and regionals.
And the Jamboree serves as both the first meet for schools as well as a preview for championships.
Beginning of the cross-country season, a chance to kind of give people a chance to kind of get started. It was just 2 miles because we're still working our way up to a 5K race and all. But like our brand new kids, they're going to have a chance to get used to high school and what's going on with that. And the veterans is like, let's get back into racing before we get to the big invites.
Start time has been moved back by an hour to 6 p.m. on Friday because of the high temperatures that are expected. 3 high school races will take place, followed by a community run afterwards.
And coming up next, are you looking for a new best friend? Well, you can meet Griffin, the 3-year-old French bulldog who's ready to ride shotgun in your car and curl up on your couch. His story is coming up next in your Operation Best Friend segment.
Did a trooper get special treatment after a deadly crash? Apple Valley News Now investigates Thursday.
These news anchors test their knowledge.
If you wanted to have more knowledge, you would have been born a lot earlier.
No dad jokes.
And these comedians are ready to go all the way.
He asked me to come. I said everyone else wasn't available.
New Millionaire, ABC tonight.
Got a family reunion in the works? Make it unforgettable at Beaver Valley Lodge. With cozy rooms, beautiful mountain views, and plenty of space to gather, it's the perfect place to reconnect and make new memories. Book direct with us and get 10% off. That means more savings for barbecues, bonfires, and all those late-night laughs. So skip the middleman and book direct today, because great reunions start with the perfect place to stay. Beaver Valley Lodge. Come as a guest and leave as a friend.
We call it the Fiery Foods Festival because the sizzling, sweet and spicy, fiery foods, live music, local vendor, fresh produce, kid zone, hot pepper eating, Pasco Wingstop Cluckin' Hot Wing Challenge, and Food Trucks Festival takes too long to say. Come feel the heat and savor the spice of life at the Fiery Foods Festival in the heart of downtown Pasco. It's free to attend, open to the public, and fun for the whole family. September 13th at Peanuts Park, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
The best bulls in the world have come to town. For bull riders, 8 seconds can make them a champion or nothing. It's bull time.
It's bull time, Kennewick. Your tickets now at pbr.com/tickets or Ticketmaster.
Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office Thursday, September 18th at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided. Smart Law, smart choice.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
You're winning $1,000 for all your hard work.
Take advantage of the opportunities, the resources that ASQ offers. I can't imagine not volunteering.
To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Get ready to dance, because this morning, the new cast of Dancing with the Stars will be revealed live on GMA. Who will be dancing this season? Just wait till you see. Live only on Good Morning America.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be a toasty one, to say the least. So we'll have high temperatures about 15 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. Up around 90 for Snoqualmie Pass, around 100 in Ellensburg, a little bit breezy up that way. And then in the Yakima Valley, high spanning from 101 to 103. In the lower Columbia Basin, it looks like high spanning from 100 to 104, a little bit cooler down towards Boardman per usual, and hazy sunshine across the map for today. In the Morrow County foothills, mid to upper 90s, around 100 for the rest of the foothills, and 80s and 90s even in the highest terrain of the Blue Mountains. And also a little bit breezy out this way as well, although wind gusts probably won't exceed 20 miles per hour. Okay, we talked about the monthly records that could fall for today, but how about the daily records? Looks like we'll probably break those records in Ellensburg, Yakima, the Tri-Cities, and in Walla Walla. So that's for today, September 3rd. Then for tomorrow, September 4th, looks like the chances of breaking highs across, previous daily record highs across the map, those chances not as good as today, but still in Yakima, looks like we'll probably break, and we'll cut it pretty close for the rest of the region as well. All that to say, it's hot outside.
Yes, it is.
A little too hot.
It's going to cool down.
It will cool down.
And then you're going to wish it was warm again.
You're right. Something else that's cool is our next segment.
Yes, it is. If you've been thinking about adding a furry friend to your family, today could be the day.
In today's Operation Best Friend, we're introducing you to Griffin, a 3-year-old French bulldog who's already crate trained, house trained, and loves a good car ride.
Elizabeth with the Pitbull Pin has more on Griffin and how you can make him a part of your family. Check it out.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Houses, Christine Connolly Realtor, and by Manthite Group Cross Country Mortgage.
I'm Elizabeth with the Pitbull Pin, and I'm here today with Griffin. And Griffin is a 3-year-old French bulldog, and he's available for adoption from us. Griffin is already neutered, and he'll be brought up to date on everything before he is adopted. So far, Griffin's been happy to spend time with other people, and we have not yet seen him around other animals, but we'll be testing him soon. Griffin is ready to be a happy little house guest, and he's already crate trained and house trained, and he's ready to settle right in on your couch next to you. Griffin doesn't just need to be kept at home. He loves car rides and would be happy to go out on adventures with you too. We're still getting to know Griffin, but so far he seems to be a happy, healthy Frenchie who would love to get to know you as well. The Pitbull Pen will be hosting a fall harvest event, Hops, Hounds, and Harvest, October 12th from 1 till 6 p.m. at White Bluffs Brewery. And we will be having dogs there, and we would love to see everybody come on down. We'll be having a silent auction and games, and there will be food available there as well. If you'd like to make Griffin a part of your family, please reach out to us. He'll be on our Pitbull Pen website, and also check our Facebook page.
I love him.
So we see a lot of rambunctious dogs and animals, and Griffin's just
chill.
So chill, just lounging, relaxing, like my spirit animal right there. Or what I try to be.
I like him.
Yeah, he looks kind of alien almost. Like he's got the smushed up face and the big bulgy eyes.
Like a little Lilo and Stitch-ish.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see what you're saying.
But not as wild.
Yeah.
Much more chill.
Chill guy.
Than Stitch, yeah. All right, 5:46, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, your morning sprint. Everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning, and giving you a live look outside from our Legends Hotel and Casino Skycam at Richlands Columbia Point. We promise the sun will come up today, right, Josh?
Eventually.
At 6:20 is what it says. And of course, Josh will have your full First Alert forecast on this toasty Wednesday.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Bruce Heating and Air technicians are not incentivized by commissions or to find problems. We only look for solutions to keep you cool. Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,650 off on a new Daikin Fit system.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
What makes NU unique? The amazing customer service that we offer to our patients. They know that they're heard, that they're listened to, and we genuinely care about their well-being.
From the second I walked in that office, I felt seen, I felt heard, I didn't feel judged. It just was like, we're a team and we're gonna figure this out.
I had a rare form of breast cancer. Dr. Fedino has just been fantastic. She was really just on my side and helping me, and I'm so relieved and blessed that I went there.
I'm nowhere near diabetic, and I feel amazing. And I lost 55 pounds, and I've been able to keep it off.
She had saved my life if she hadn't taken just that moment to ask me one extra question. I absolutely would have had an ugly cancer 6 months later.
Check out our new location in Kennewick or come see us in Yakima.
Go to newuwomensclinic.com to explore the countless ways that wellness meets beauty.
If you've never been to the Walla Walla Valley Quilt Festival, this is your year. You're invited to the 24th Annual Quilt Festival. This year, the theme is improv. There will be 2 big days, September 12th and 13th, starting at 10 a.m. at the fairgrounds. Check out amazing quilts, hourly demos, a variety of vendors, and a whole lot more. Enjoy both big days for just $10. Come meet nationally featured quilter and pattern designer Jenny Jo Lamb and Alexandra Imrie, both from Lamb Farm Designs. So mark those calendars for this year's Walla Walla Valley Quilt Festival.
Minnesota battles Chicago, Monday Night Football at 5. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to feature a lot of hazy sunshine, but that is not the big story. This is going to be the big story. High temperatures up into the 80s in the Cascades, 80s and 90s in the Blues, and mostly triple digits for lower elevations, about 15 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. This could quite literally be the hottest September day on record. Over here, you see the hottest temperatures we've ever recorded in the month of September. Here are forecast highs. Looks like maybe we could eclipse those previous records in Ellensburg and Yakima. We'll be very close to that in the Tri-Cities and Hermiston. It's something we're going to be tracking very closely throughout the day. Also tracking the winds very closely, specifically in the Cascades with that wildcat fire burning. So it's hot, it's dry, and it'll be a little bit breezy. All those factors working against firefighters. For tonight, hazy skies across the map. Overnight lows going to be down into the 50s, 60s, and 70s, just kind of depending on the microclimate, and winds not going to be as big of a factor at this point, although it could be a little bit breezy in the Kittitas Valley. For tomorrow, a big assist to firefighters. It's still going to be hot, it's still going to be dry, but thankfully the wind's going to be light up in the Cascades, and this could also provide an assist. Little shower chances for tomorrow in the Cascades and in the Blues. As you'll see, we'll kind of time it out throughout the day with Futurecast, and it is trying to bring some showers and thunderstorms into lower elevations, but I think we could also see some, I think we'll mainly see it in the Cascades and in the Blues. But for Friday, it's kind of going to be the same setup, but as we head into Saturday, much more widespread chances of both showers and thunderstorms. Looks like we could pick up anywhere between 0.1 to 0.3 inches of rainfall in the mountains, but for points in between, we are going to be much drier. And those chances for showers and thunderstorms will continue as we head into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That's going to coincide with temperatures going way down. Look at this. Wednesday, about 15 degrees above average. By Tuesday, about 5 degrees below average. That is a 20-degree flip, trending in the right direction, if I say so myself. Okay, here is 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Will be hot, dry, and hazy through Friday, and then cooler and wetter for Saturday and beyond. In Yakima, kind of the same pattern, looking at chances for thunderstorms for Saturday and Tuesday in particular. In Ellensburg, those chances for thunderstorms are going to be best suited for Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. Also, a chance of showers on Sunday. Then in Hermiston, hot, dry, and hazy through Friday, kind of that unsettled pattern after the fact. And then in Walla Walla, looking at the same thing, the ridge of high pressure making us hot, dry, and hazy through Friday. And then the ridge starts to break down as we trend cooler and wetter for Saturday and beyond.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 5:52. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour.
And we start with the top 5 local things that you need to know this morning, starting in Sunnyside, where City Manager Mike Gonzalez held a press conference yesterday asking council members and the community to let him return to work. We were there live, as you can see. 2 council members also there to show support. Gonzalez has been on paid non-disciplinary leave since June. City officials say they'll make a final decision about his future by September 9th.
And the Pasco School District is getting a $20,000 boost for STEM education. Engineering and technology company Amentum is behind the donation. This will support hands-on science activities like rocket launches, mock crime labs, and also engineering projects. And the goal is to spark an early interest in STEM and also build the next generation of scientists.
And the Sunnyside Valley Irrigation District has launched a first-of-its-kind water conservation program. It allows growers to voluntarily leave some land unused so that water can be redirected to areas in greater need. Officials say the effort not only benefits farmers, but also supports local fisheries struggling during drought. It's a balancing act, but one they say is crucial for the valley's future.
Fort Walla Walla Museum is celebrating a big milestone next month, 150 years since the completion of Dorsey Baker's Rawhide Railroad. On October 25th, admission will be free, with the first 1,000 visitors receiving food vouchers. Guests can also see an updated Blue Mountain locomotive exhibit and also enjoy food trucks and family activities.
And meet Griffin, a 3-year-old French bulldog ready for adoption through the pit bull pen. He's neutered, crate trained, house trained, and he loves car rides just as much as he does curling up on the couch. Griffin is still being tested around other animals, but so far he has been nothing but sweet. You can meet Griffin online and even in person at the group's Fall Harvest event on October 12th at White Bluffs Brewery.
Turning now to your national headlines this morning, a divided federal appeals court says President Trump's use of the Alien Enemies Act to rapidly deport alleged Venezuelan gang members is unlawful. The decision yesterday means the law cannot be used in several southern states, blocking a strategy used by the administration in its immigration crackdown. The president has not leaned on the 1798 law for removal since mid-March, when his first use of it sparked the first in a series of legal challenges. The U.S. Supreme Court will likely have the final say on the issue.
5:54 in your business headlines this morning. Disney will pay a $10 million fine to the Federal Trade Commission. The agency says Disney mislabeled some YouTube videos, failing to mark them as made for kids, and that allowed for the collection of personal data from children under 13, with their data later used for targeted advertising. The FTC says Disney ignored warnings from YouTube in 2020 about the mislabeling, which exposed children not only to ads, but also to features meant for adults, like autoplay.
Making headlines in science this morning, an astronaut captured a rare light show from space. So usually the northern lights have a little more of a greenish hue, but one NASA astronaut captured an amazing crimson-lined aurora orbiting Earth.
This is so cool.
It's looking so amazing. So red auroras like this one only happened 2 or 3 times during a 6-month mission to the International Space Station. And back here on Earth, the northern lights were seen across several states and parts of Canada. It looks like ice cream, like the rocket.
Yeah.
The rocket ice cream you're talking
like
about?
the
Bomb Pops. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
All right, trending this morning. At the Milwaukee County Zoo, Ruth the elephant needed a little help getting back on her feet.
Staff say Ruth had been lying down for more than an hour and just couldn't quite get up on her own. Ruth, I know the feeling, sis.
Oh, well, well, they brought in the heavy equipment, a front-end loader filled with hay to give her a gentle boost.
So Ruth's been at the zoo since 2006 and was born back in 1981.
Oh yeah, so we're about the same, Ruth.
I was gonna say that looks like a video of me on the couch trying to get up.
Oh, bless her heart. Officials kept the public away during the mission, but by the afternoon, visitors were back at the habitat.
And the best part, Ruth's doing just fine now, just proving sometimes we all need a little push to get going. Amen to that.
Yeah, maybe she just wasn't done with her nap.
Maybe she was fine, and then once they brought that out, she's like, okay, fine. Like, let me just get up then. No, like, what if that? Yeah, she was just trying to, relax.
She's getting up there.
Yeah,
I feel it.
Yeah, that's us on the
couch.
Let
me sleep.
Relatable.
Love you, Ruth. Love you. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up in our 6 o'clock hour, the starting line is set. High school cross country kicking off on Friday in Richland with the Hanford High School Jamboree. Coming up, we'll let you know what you can expect when those runners take the course.
Plus, from veterans to memory care patients, one 4-legged friend is bringing comfort across the Tri-Cities. Coming up at 6, we'll meet Maxwell, the therapy dog making a difference. And Josh, what are you tracking this morning?
Yeah, today could be record-breaking. It could be the hottest September day we've ever seen, at least on record, but definitely not the hottest temperatures we've seen this summer. I'll track that and all the fires across the map for this morning coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6.